champions, it's Robbie McLean.
Here.
Thank you everybody for coming. So I think we have 75 RSVPs, which is 15 more from than last year, which is pretty great considering it is one of the more unusual seasons we've ever had. Most of our seasons started, well, the Caps started, you know, in this time last year actually, I probably believe.
2 weeks ago this time.
Yeah, that's right. Most of the other teams started mid-January, and it's now almost the end of November. It's been a long time coming. I think we're all going to have a well-earned rest for a couple of weeks, or at least. However, if I was looking back on last year versus this year, we do have an extra team that was successful this year. So, City Sevens won the premiership. Let's give them a quick clap. And our over 35 did 4 smashes as well too. So congratulations. And I think at a senior level, the numbers are at a really good level. Everyone pays their fees. We sort it all out. It's going really well, which couples with the junior program that is continuing to expand over time. And a lot of the boys in this room are part of that as well too. So we're very pleased with the year that's been, despite a whole host of challenges. So now we have a few things to give out today. Hey, Mess. Yeah, sorry, that'd be awkward. Not only do we have the normal medals that we get, we also have the premiership medals for a couple of the teams as well. We have the Clairvaux Youth Player of the Year, we have the Senior Player of the Year, so the Senior Footballer of the Year, and then we also have the Club Person of the Year award as well too. So that will be given out as we go throughout the night. Nathan has also worked and almost finalised our Team of the Year. If you remember that every year, with 15 players, you have to be here, you're selected in the Team of the Year, and then from that we select the Senior Player of the Year award. This year you don't get certificates, you get a much better prize, and we're pretty happy about it. It's been a tough year. Alright, we will leave the more successful teams to the end of the presentation, which does give us a few to go early, luckily.
You know who you are.
That's right, so because Kevin's team undoubtedly has the best medals and gift box for their winners, we'll get Kevin up first to show us elite level award giving.
Yeah, I'm out of it. I'll find some shade. Yeah, I'll throw it again.
Alright, I've got Cole up here because the way we did our points this year was everyone emailed Cole or text Cole with the results, so I don't actually know who's won anything this year. So they were sent to Cole, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise for me. But before we do anything, just like to, a few people we've got to thank, obviously the committee for ensuring that we got our season going this year, so if you give the committee a round of applause. I'd like to thank Lance on the wings here, who every year just comes down and puts it all together for us. Our team this year started off with 19. We had, I think, about 6 games where we struggled to get 10 on the field, but we ended up finishing 4th, so a really, really good effort from our guys. In any other season, we would have made finals and got to the playoff. So to my boys, that's a great effort, and thanks for an enjoyable season despite all the injuries and everything that we've got going. I will look for a funeral parlour or a chemist shop or something to sponsor us next year. So.
Funeral parlour?
Wow. We actually did very well with spectators this year. We had 4 ladies who turned up every 4. That's right, that's 4 more than we got here today.
Unbelievable!
On behalf of the boys in the team, we've got a couple of little vouchers for our 4 ladies.
I think they have to come up, Ken.
Yeah, bring them up. Yeah. Marcella, Debbie, and Lisa, you can come up. Woo! So these 4 ladies made it to just about, or they certainly made play 4 games with some of our players did. So, just on behalf of the team, and our sponsor, We've also got to thank our team sponsor, which was Chenzo's Cafe and Bars. So we would go back there on Friday nights, and they put the vouchers together for the ladies. So just a round of applause for Chenzo. Our major sponsor this year was a company called DevChem, and John Devlin has absolutely nothing to do with football, but every year he gives a financial contribution to our club and has done so for quite a long time, and he has been doing it consistently every year. So we put our hands together for John Devlin and the team at DevChem. Prize, which is Golden Boot. Now, Golden Boot this year actually went to the guy who scored the most goals, but he also missed the most goals this year. So he's not here today, Mick Kelly. He's obviously a copper and he's out working today. So Mick Kelly finished the season off with 12 goals, which is a good effort. And I think he probably missed about 32 or 40 or something like that. So if you are watching, Mick, well done, congratulations on winning Golden Boot again. Now, Cole. Do you want me to hold the
Can they stand in the middle?
All of the players play. So players play.
Stand over.
Players this year. Everyone just nominated the player that they thought contributed to the team. Week in, week out. I don't know who it is, but we're all nominated persons. So Cole lets me know who the player's player is, and then we'll present them. We've done some shirts for them with 2020 player.
Yeah, that's all. Dimitri. Go to my team now, so hey, I'll stop and give out surprises.
Yeah, as Robbie said, we sort of had a bit of an up and down year, more down than up a lot of times. We started off pretty strong, but we had a really bad stretch sort of mid-season. But yeah, we kept going and we won a few at the end. The other Div 4 team, well done. You guys sort of set the mark all season. But I think we were probably the only team in the comp that knocked both grand finalists off during the season.
It's a way to be graceful, John.
Let it go, Ronnie.
Anyway, I'll get the awards underway. So our leading goal scorer, he's not here today. He's doing his actual C licence. He'll be here later for a beer. Was Sunny. So anyway, I'll hang on to that. I'll do the Coaches Award. So I guess as a club we pride ourselves on sticking up for our teammates, having each other's backs. You guys that know, we play against. He's got a bloke up front he's a bit of a hothead. He's probably a gym junkie. There might be a bit of steroids involved. Every time we play him, he just loses the plot, manages to get sent off. We played this year and we had him and our goalkeeper and one of our defenders going at the ball at a million miles an hour, and our goalkeeper and defender hit each other at full pace. The defender went down and old mate stood over the top laughing and tormenting him. Our goalkeeper, Colonel, stand up. He saw red from this and said, right, I'm going to back my teammate up here. Stood up, went him a couple of times in the chest. Old mate came back at him. So keeping that on board, I'd like to award the Coach's Award to Rob Watson. So the story behind that is Rob came in and grabbed old mate in the bear hug just as he was about to kill Troy. He's literally saved his life. So please train it now. Best and fairest, I think we'll give that to Robbie this year. Robbie came into the team. To be fair, like a team that's sort of I guess the difference is us. We can play, but we just don't show up every week mentally, which we did again this year. But I think we get that bit more focus and drive with Robbie there, screaming at us and telling us what we're doing wrong. So, well done, mate.
Robbie.
And last of all, players player, Ian.
Yeah, agreed.
I've seen Ian play over the years, and I think a lot of us equate it to Robocop when he's chasing down. The ball gets pushed through and he just comes from nowhere and just doesn't stop. So,
Well done, Ian. Those of you that don't know, between Jonesy and Tommy, I think they're at the club every single night of the week, and the hours they put in are ridiculous. So not only does Hayden look after his team, he looks after his son's team. It's ours. So we give Hayden a big
Yeah.
I didn't see my mum here looking at him, so I can have a nut. So. All right. So next up, the meals are in theory coming in too. So we'll see how we keep going. We're going to do the caps. So Tommy Bishop, I believe, is going to do it this year. I'll get a little prezzo up. I don't know how that's going to go given the sunshine, but up you come, Tommy. I think you're presenting on behalf. Ross will stand up here as well, and Graham. Looks like Graham's just going to stay where he is.
Alright, so yeah, just this year obviously we had a bit of a tough year. I think we've had more red cards and yellow cards than any other year. We had
Thanks, Dan.
a ridiculous amount of injuries this year. We finished with which started with a squad of 38. I think we ended up with about 60 in the end because we had 24 not being able to finish the season due to injuries or suspension or holidays at the wrong time of the year or whatever. So to say that it was tough from a coaching point of view is an understatement, but the boys really dug deep, and we ended up with a lot of the City 7 boys towards playing Resi, so thank you for that. If you can give them a clap for that. And obviously we had a couple, I think we had 3 under-18s in the end playing Resis as well, and in the last 3 or 4 games I think we had 7 or 8 reserve grade players playing top teams. So we held our own with not anywhere near what we hoped with, but every boy dug deep, and I just want to thank these 3 guys for helping me, because without them I certainly wouldn't have, I think it would have burned the place down.
Right, so we got the first award is the player's player, and probably you'll find out that this proves it doesn't necessarily go to the best player in the team. It goes to the one who does turn up every week and does his best throughout the season. It is the one you can trust the most, and this one goes to Josh Shaw.
Best offender in the cup too, isn't he?
Thank you.
From a Resi's perspective, yeah, if the top team's struggling, then the Resi obviously struggle more, so it was a massive challenge throughout the year, playing with, for our teams, playing with very few reserves on their bench, and what ended up happening, as Russell said, is a lot of the players end up playing higher and challenging themselves to play to get to the top team and performing quite well. This guy is no exception. Yeah, he's been with the club for 3 years now. 2 years now. Always a trainer, always a great person to have around. And someone hopefully will stick around the club because it well sure fits the fabric of Clairvaux. Congratulations, best of first to Pete.
Thank you, Pete.
Neither of the Golden Boots for either the Rezzies or the team or the top team are here today, but they're both new guys to the club. The Rezzies won an unbelievable season from a young man that did fantastically well at 16 years of age. Runs faster than anyone I've ever seen other than Laurent, and dominated the goals. He got well and truly his opportunities in the top team as well. So, although he's not here, I want to congratulate Emmanuel for a wonderful season.
So the top team, the Golden Boot, actually goes to a player who probably came a third away in the season, a bit longer, sort of thing like that. He's actually done a lot for the team, hasn't missed too many games and works really hard. And this one goes to Francis, who is not here as well.
Coach's Award, very difficult to disagree with this one. He's been at the club for a long time. Even got to play top team last night, which was an awesome opportunity because he's certainly always a trainer. It doesn't matter what day of the week we're going to hold it, and he's such a big supporter of us all. One of the best guys going around, so there's no hesitation for me to give him the Capital 2 Reserves Coaches Award to Connor thoroughly.
For the top team, this one goes to the player who hasn't missed too many games. I don't think he's missed any games at all this season.
No.
Yeah, so he's missed no games this season. He's really led by example in the top team. He's worked really hard. It's not just the stuff he does on the field, it's also the stuff that goes off the field. He's a massive asset to the club and the team, and this one goes to Hopi.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'd just like to thank all my supporters.
First goal last night.
Do a little bit of a Brownlow for it. So if we can just go to the first screen. So the first 6 games, both teams started out of the blocks reasonably well with decent results, but I can't even see that. So Adam Halama led with most of the points early on, and you can see that players like Manny and Pete and Alec were up there. So a nice early start for a few of the reserve grade players.
That were in
So we combined both first team and Rezzies for this, so you can see we've got a couple of red cards in there, so straight away Joshy Sewell made himself ineligible. And just as he started to go up the ladder as well, he's in 4th place there. Pete's still holding his own early on, and Alex moved up to the top of the table with a couple of consistent results. We started to hit a bit of a purple patch here, but some certain players started to step up. You see Joshy Sewell's moved to second, not that it matters anymore. And Alex still holding his lead. And players like Tyler and Laurent and Alex Marinelli got on the board and started to show some real form early on. So we go into the last couple of games here. You can see that Laurent also made himself ineligible with a red card. And Dan Logan started to hit one of his 2 red cards in here as well. Josh has moved to first place again, it doesn't matter. And Tyler's starting to go up the ladder, and Peter's starting to drop a little bit. But players like Alec Christopher is still up the top of the ladder. So with 1 game to go, we went into North Brisbane last night, hitting a decent result with Francis getting the man of the match point. So This year it's a little bit different because Josh would have won it for the 3rd year in a row, but he missed out last year due to red card, and he missed out again with the red card. So instead we ended up with joint winners for this year. We moved to the last one, so it's Tyler and Ali for joint winners this year.
I think this is really good.
So now you have to say something. Thanks,
It's been
Josh.
an interesting season, but I'm just grateful to play with a great bunch of boys who, well, the ones that you see here, they rock up every week, which, you know, makes going to training a little bit easier when you have to deal with Ross. So that's all. Thanks, guys.
We'll do this one really quick. This one goes to the Youth Player of the Year. We've had a few winners on it. Tyler's won it a couple of years ago. Holly Bishop won it last year. This person here obviously makes a huge difference to the team, done really well for the age. This one actually goes to Manny as well. Unfortunately, Manny's not here. We will try and get this thing. He's still not old enough to do this, so we'll get into him. So this one goes to Manny. Had an awesome season.
Alright, we're going to have a little break now because it looks like the food's here, gentlemen. So after that, we have just the more successful teams to go. So probably 15 or 20 minutes we'll be back on. We'll be done after that.
So the next trophy we're going to give out is the Noel Hockaday Trophy. So this trophy is given to a Clairvaux club member who gives the most to the club year in, year out. So I'll talk about this person, then you'll probably figure out pretty quickly who it is. But someone who Robbie mentioned before is at the club 7 days a week, probably 8 if there was 8 in a week. They coach juniors, they're a senior coach, they're an active member of 35s, they're involved in pretty much every single part of the club, and they've been so for a very long time. So Noel Hockaday Trophy this year goes to Tom Bishop. No expense on the tape this year. No. So Tom, over your heads with pride. Alright. It's pretty well known names up here, guys. So there's Lance has won it before.
Lance.
Luke Harlan's, Robbie's won it before. Glenn Watson, Danny Telford. So you're looking at these names, Marcella was here, Dave Healy. A lot of these people on this trophy are actually here today. So that just shows you what sort of club that we are, guys. A lot of people on here still supporting the club each year, week in, week out, and it's probably why we do it. So if you win this trophy, if my wife was here, I'd apologise. But she's not here, so I won't. Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Do my team. Do next. So over 35, Div 4. So Adelaide's got together about 6 or 7 years ago now. Kevy originally started the team. I started managing it 3 years ago. Coincidentally, we've won the last 3 championships. I don't know. So Kevy asked me before to mention all the guys I borrowed from his team. So before I get into thanking my team, I'd like to thank Kevy, Bondi, who showed up for the final and was a star, Lyle, Dimitri, Gareth, anyone else, mate? Marty. That it?
We didn't borrow anyone, mate.
And when did you finish? So some big thanks to my guys this year for the first time ever. We won the double, won the minor premiership, won the grand final on Friday. Probably at the start of the year, as for most teams, it was a very strange year with COVID. Probably about January, I was actually scrambling around for players. We somehow ended up with 18. Everyone got together really well, got some great results. So a big round of applause for everyone who played this year. So that's our trophy on the side there. So we've got 4 awards to give out today. Leading goal scorer. He's not here today, but Hussein Al Hamid is our leading goal scorer for the year. 11, which was just in front of Shane. He got 10. Ronnie got 9. Shane got 9. Mikey got 9. It was very close this year, so we'll check it out. So the story about Hussein wasn't even playing on Friday night. Texted me at 4 o'clock, said, I'm done, can't play. Too injured. And I'm like, okay, well, I borrowed Bonzi, I felt comfortable, we had enough. 5:30, we're in the dressing room getting ready, shows up full kit. Blue kit, all came in yellow. He said, don't worry, I've got a spare. I'm like, are you actually playing? He's like, yeah, I'm ready. He scores a double, so all's forgiven. So, great. So, next award, player, we did a vote, which is 3-2-1s. Again, really tight, which probably reflects our team this year is a lot of the skills and a lot of the quality we're sharing across a number of different players. This guy's new to the team this year, but he's been hugely invaluable. Played on one leg towards the end and scored a cracker in the final. Shane Boyce.
You know that the two houses.
probably very tight one for players as well. With Leslie Ferris, another one of our midfield dynamos, worked very hard this year. Unfortunately busted and just missed the final. Steve Ray! Steve also showed his coaching skills in the final.
Thank you.
Alright, so coincidentally, last one, Coaches Award. I don't want the rest of the players to think this is all about the midfielders, but this again is going to go to another one of our midfielders. Mainly because every week, this will give it away, every week, every Friday, he'd message me on Facebook Messenger and go, what's the plan for tonight? So Ronnie, the plan's to win. So Ronnie soon discovered that as a coach, I didn't have a plan. So last but not least, also champion City 7. Come up. Come on, Timmy. It's in my pocket. Alright, it feels pretty good to be the number one city side in Clairvaux this year. As you know, we used to have quite a few city sides over the years. I think every single one of them has gone to there 35, and it's been working with us. So we amalgamated the 5s and the 6s. We thought we'll play 6s this year, and we ended up in 7s somehow. But it was a good season, tough season. Thanks, Manny. You got it? Yeah, I got it. And good result for the boys. I think I've played for about 10 years. We've finished on top of the table once. Never took out the final, so it's feeling to get the next year. We've already done our region awards last week, so we'll go through those again. So this year, leading goal scorer with 10 was a player that's not new to the club, but new to our team, Shorty. Like the others, we did 3-2-1s this year, and well, mate, you may as well get back up again.
So much better than the game.
Now, he would have actually got this medal as well, except the last game, he managed to get himself sent off for 10 minutes. After a little dummy spin on the field, so our best, gets that from his dad. Our best Ferris this year would go to our second place, who was Damo Vickers, who is not here. So, and the last award, who also isn't here, we called him Mr. Consistent, was Jared Anderson, who played left back, right back against the Nation this season. Boys, one by one. Might as well come and get our actual champion prize.
Hey
Tim, you got the trophy behind you too. The cup. The little cup. Come on. Take your trophy to the cup. Hey, work hard. I think that's it.
Lost 2 games.
It's a lot of effort. Some wonderful sponsors and stuff. So it's been a year that we'll all look forward to putting behind us, and we'll look forward to next year. So the last bit of our year is our newish thing where we pick the Clairvaux FC Team of the Year. And who have played well, got an award or achieved something within their team. Nathan did that this year, so it's completely on Nathan. I've done it the last few years, so it's been nice. And if you get the team, you used to get a little certificate I made at home, so my machine broke. And I found
He's selling it all
I
right.
found some
We've
little
upgraded.
soccer balls in the back of the car. So after you get it, Lance will sign it, and then it'll be worth something. There's also, you might get a water bottle as well, depending on how many we have to get out. So I will announce the coach of the year for this year. The coach of this year is Nathan Williams.
Oh my God! I got to choose the turn.
Look, these are memories, right?
That's three, okay.
All right, so we're playing 4-3-3 plus a few subs.
Do you want me to start at the back or go to the start at the front?
The back, I think. Start with keeper.
Keep it this year, choosing himself, Dimitri Mascati. So Big B's been in the club for many years.
Which one?
So get a photo with Lance on the way through.
And the way it works is the player of the year, which is this one, will come out and people that are up on stage.
Thank you.
Alright, so start right fullback, Benjamin Venture.
Oh, yeah! They played over 35 as well this year for the city teams. Like we said, it's about everything, contribution to the club.
So, next at the back, Ian Telford.
Yeah.
If you're a striker, you don't want to play against this team.
Yep.
Picking your team, molding it in the way they like to shape it.
Go Robo.
So, yeah. So, continuing the high degree of fouls, Joshy Shaw. Nobody's getting past this defence. It's all right. Dan Hope is the last to round out the backs.
Someone did behave appropriately.
So now that we've got the steel at the back, bit of class in the midfield, we're going to start with Mr. Alan Bondi. Tyler Macri, next in the midfield. So Tyler's a new policy we're doing all of our running.
I also have old trophies.
Quality, bro.
That's not weird. It's fine. Steve Briley. So leave our forwards and our subs to go. So, to do our next forward, Reece Bailey. Reece. I played against this guy in training, absolute headache. So, next forward, hard to go past, he scored a lot of goals. Sean McFarlane. So there's one more spot in the forwards.
Lighting conditions.
Pain's going to say.
Still ugly.
I just want to see him through himself. Next forward, Robbie McLean. 3 on the bench. Our defence is so good, we're going all out attack on the bench. Mikey Wye.
Didn't make the first team this year.
So again, choosing from family members, I've gone for the younger option, Merrick Healy. Last but not least, need some experience to bring some level-headedness to these boys. Kenny Arnold.
Kenny.
So ladies and gentlemen, give you Clairvaux tickets here.
Alright, so based on that, if you're not up on there, you're out of the running for this one, unfortunately. So Mikey Yackett won it last year, so Mikey's back on stage. Mikey's gone on to coach under 6s and 7s career. Mikey and Clark is a massive part of that. Last year was well worth it, I think. So this goes, it's based on performance, it's based on contributions to the club, it's based on a lot of things. This person not only played City 7, they played reserve grade, they played first grade, they coached 6s and 7s, and they helped out with under 16. This year's Player of the Year, Sean McFarlane.
This is my first season back in like 3 years. I just want to say a big thanks to the boys in my City 7 team. Thanks to Benny and Reese who have pushed me this season to be a better player. Thanks to Robbie as well. Mum and no, it's just really nice to be back playing again at Clairvaux. I've been playing here since I was a wee one, and just love the club and the community. And excited for next year. Yeah, don't have much else to say. Thanks, guys.
Anywhere you want, fellas. Anywhere.
All right, thank you everybody. That's it for tonight.
Thanks, boys.
Dessert is coming in 3:05, which is in about 2 minutes, so time is perfect. We'll see everyone for pre-season in like 3 weeks or something. Thank you everybody.
Great to win this, Robbie.
Hey, Nathan, what's the formation?
Never made the team.
Okay, number 1. Thank you.